Good morning. Welcome to HTM News. I'm reporter Yellow. Today our topic is public attractions managed by Country and Marine Park Authority. The topic will focus on investigating the environmental aspect of their corporate social responsibilities, which include Hong Kong Wetland Park, Hong Kong Geopark, Country Parks, and Marine Parks. Now let's have an overview of those attractions. Hong Kong Wetland Park demonstrates the diversity of Hong Kong wetland ecosystem and highlights the need to conserve them. It presents an opportunity to provide an education and recreation venue with a theme on the functions and values of wetland for use by local residents and overseas visitors. Hong Kong Geopark enables the pursuit of conservation, education, and sustainable development in both the geo areas and the neighborhood areas of the geopark. The work focus includes global networking, science popularization, local engagement, and geotourism. Country parks are rich in flora, with a great diversity of native and exotic species. They also give shelter to many living species like monkeys and birds. Facilities such as barbecue areas and campsites can be found for recreation. Marine parks and marine reserves protect and conserve the marine environment for conservation, education, and recreation. There are a mixture of tropical and temperate flora and fauna like corals, fishes, and dolphins. Many common CSR strategies have been implemented in those attractions. Now, my colleagues will talk about those strategies.
The first common related CSR practice is to improve the management of scarce natural resources. In Hong Kong Wetland Park, we can see that there are different zones in the signage. For the mangrove walk, there are muskapers. As for the succession walk, there are falling plants and wet woodland plants. Then for the geopark, first of all, it has the strongest protection area, which is the core protection area. It is a forbidden area for the visitors. The next protection area is special protection areas. This area has basic visitors facilities. The last one is integrated protection area. Then for the Hoi Ha Wan Marine Park, there are 3 protected zones, including anchoring area, mechanized vessel prohibited zone, and inboard vessel prohibited zone.
The second common CSR strategy is socially responsible practices, which are community education. Wetland Park provide different educational activities. For kindergarten students, they can join some tour for visiting reserve area and visit center. There are also activities and games for them to learn how to conserve and protect the environment. Secondary students can join different workshops like water quality testing. This workshop can let them know the side effect of polluted water and environment and remind them to treasure water. Also, family can join paper making workshop. Save paper and use recycled paper are the theme of the workshop, which encourage them to preserve environment. For Hong Kong Geopark, there are educational facilities like visitor center, rock academy, and rock classroom. For school programs, students can learn the geography of Hong Kong and be aware of the geological conservation. Students can also complete different worksheets to learn about rocks and volcanoes. They can also join different activities like experiment of volcanic eruption and stimulated eruption by chemical reaction. Geopark also provide different learning platforms. For example, there are some games on their websites for public to learn about the rocks and volcanoes. Also, there are Geopark schools for students to learn about the mystery of the earth. For Marine Park, there are some geo-marine tours for public to join. Tour guide will talk about the safety procedure and also teach public the way to preserve environment. There are also activities and games for them to learn how to conserve and protect the environment. After that, tour guide will talk about the environmental related knowledge in destination. Country parks also have different signages to stop people damaging the environment. Examples include "Do not enter the water," "No graffiti, offender will be prosecuted," and "Please bring your litter home."
The third common CSR strategy is environmentally responsible business practices. The design of phase 1 is focusing on two green concepts, which is reduce and reuse. They use some reused materials to construct the inner part of the boundary wall, which mainly came from the remaining materials from the dismantling formwork of the building. Then, as there are numbers of wood barriers in the outdoor area of the park, sustainable timber were extracted from identified renewable sources. At the same time, they reused the granite collected from the demolished boundary wall at the former Hong Kong Police Headquarters in Wan Chai. Next, there is a glass roof at the HTM of visitor and outdoor toilets, which served as natural lighting and ventilation. Thus, the use of light and ventilation sensors will only be generated if necessary. Furthermore, 3 sets of recycle bins have been placed at the ticketing office, visitor center, and discovery center for recycling purpose. Moreover, they try to purify those dirty water, for example, rainwater in Tin Way by wheat bed, so as to create more and more resources. With regards to the heat emission generated from air conditioner, they also use geothermal heat pump air conditioning system to disseminate heat in parts water tank in order to prevent heat from entering into the atmosphere. The fourth common CSR strategy is corporate activities. The HSBC Community Water Day 2014 was jointly organized by the Hong Kong Wetland Park and the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation Limited at the Hong Kong Wetland Park on 22nd of February 2014. The important message of water resources and wetlands conservation were promoted through several educational games and activities. Next, the Hong Kong Geopark Charity Walk had been jointly organized by the Hong Kong Geopark and the Hong Kong Bank of China in 2009, 2014, and 2015. The objective of this campaign was to enhance participants' understanding of water preservation, ecosystem observation, and they even helped to clean the walks as well as the coast of Hong Kong Geopark. On the other hand, 2 cruise boats are turning into floating kiosks by the BOCHK and Lion Nature Education Fund to support Hong Kong Geopark in order to promote the message of geo-conservation to people visiting Hong Kong Geopark at Cyclone and Northeast regions. Last but not least, Air Hotel Island South and Air Hotel Island had to provide information about Hong Kong Geopark through hotel lobbies exhibition, guest rooms TV channel to spread the important messages regarding environmental protection as well as green travel.
After introducing the common CSR, now let's have a look on how staff, families, and also students comment on those strategies. 咁呢度有冇啲咩 staff 咧係負責保護環境咁樣？
有啊，我哋會分批嘅，有啲係專係動物嘅，有啲就專係植物嘅，咁分到好清下。
咁佢哋會唔會話即係定期會有啲乜嘢要教佢哋點樣保育㗎？
教你係講緊員工，
教員工
會有新入嚟嗰啲都會清一次嘅。咁就例如動物嗰批啦，咁有可能秋天捉到條蛇，咁新嘅員工未見過或者未捉過，咁咪係咯，又拖 拖條蛇入去唔知邊個房度俾啲新同事玩下，跟住再放翻走佢。
係因為有嗰個樹嗰個斜環。
哦，咁樣。咁小朋友覺得呢一度可以帶俾你一個意識，就係咩？保護環境同埋保護破壞大自然。可以嘅。你覺得好唔好玩？好玩。下次會嚟。我覺得好好玩啊！咁你有冇嚟呢度玩過嗰個自資一個工作坊？
好耐咩？好耐年前啦，佢唔記得細個。
即係禮拜六日嗰啲嚟就玩過。係咯，
係啊係啊，知嘅知。
我平時1至5都會開多啲呢啲工作坊，就會可以方便到你哋咯。
都係啊。
好啊，我想問咧，你哋想買技術嘅原因係乜嘢咧？
跟學校嚟睇下點解要俾呢啲自然嘅出嚟？用一啲咩資源？向嗰啲咩資源啦，同埋睇下點解女校會咁中意啲嘢，生態俾嗰啲嘢嘅咧，
咁你覺得嚟咗呢度之後，會唔會對環境嘅認識多咗咧？
都會嘅，因為我哋喺度睇沼澤嘅，嗰啲然之後呢度就睇下啲排可能都會知識。唔該晒。
Welcome Environmental Specialist Kathy to provide some recommendations on improving those CSR strategies.
Thank you. For recommendation, first thing first is the availability of capital used for daily operation, training and development, and maintenance of the park.
The authorities should source more funding from different companies that are committed to doing CSR practices. More interactive activities for families with kids, such as the delicious cooking class, are highly recommended. It is particularly crucial for kids to build and develop the consciousness towards environmental protection. For parents who are the role models of kids, their attitude towards the responsibility of protecting the environment may improve and change as well through the interaction with kids. Last but not least, according to statistics, many families and leisure tourists manage their visits during weekdays. Therefore, more activities and workshops should be arranged in weekdays in those public attractions, such as the Hong Kong Wetland Park.
Thank you, Kathy. We have learned a lot. Thanks for watching SHTM News. See you next week.
Audio Jungle.